College Placement, and today we're going to go over point slope formula and how you'll typically see it used in an SAT problem. Okay, as always, when we start the problem, we read the whole problem and look through it. And so in the xy plane, a line contains the points 4, 2, and -2, comma, -1, and k, comma, 5. What is the value of k? Okay, so how are we going to solve this problem? First thing that I would do is to determine the slope of this line. And we know that the slope is constant between any 2 points. And what's slope? Slope is rise over run, or the change in y divided by delta change in x. So here, let's say it's the y2 minus -1 over 4 minus -2. So minus and negative gives us plus. 2 plus 1 is 3. 4 minus negative again makes it plus. So what does that equal? 3 over 4 plus 2. 3 over 6, which is 1/2. So we know the slope of this line is 1/2. What else do we know? We know there's another point. And the other point is k, comma, 5. So we know that the slope from k, comma, 5 to 4, comma, 2 is also going to be 1/2. So let's try this. y2, so we'll say 5 minus 2. So the change in y is going to be the same as the change in x over k minus 4 equals, and we know the slope on a line is constant, so the slope between any 2 points is the same thing, so it equals 1/2. So 5 minus 2, 3 over k minus 4, so 1 over 2 equals 3 over k minus 4. So now what are we going to do? We have fractions on either side of an equal sign, so we cross multiply. Bottom times top, 2 times 3 is 6, equals 1 times anything is the same, so just 1 times k minus 4, or k minus 4. So now what do we need to do? Again, when we solve equations, golden rule of algebra, do one to one side as you do one to the other. We can do anything we want as long as we do the same thing to both sides. Then the other thing, remember, is we're always doing the opposite. So we're subtracting here. So to isolate and get the k by itself, we add 4 to both sides. The opposite of subtracting is addition. Plus 4, plus 4. 6 plus 4 is, so 10 equals k. So one of the typical way I approach a problem is I solve it and match it. There are other skills that we can, if we can't solve and match, then there are other ways we work backwards, and we talk about them in other problems. But in this problem, we've solved that k equals 10. So now we go to our answer choices and we choose the answer. K equals 10. And so again, this was an example of how you may see point slope used in an SAT problem. And just to review, what is point slope? Slope is rise over run, and so the point slope formula is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So the change in the y over the change in x, the rise over the run. The slope between any 2 points is constant. And a lot of times you'll have an equation in the point slope formula where you would have to plug this k, comma, 5 back in. But here we were just using, we just used point slope instead of the slope intercept formula. So thank you for tuning in to this week's problem of the week. Remember, you can view past problems of the week on our website, www.firstchoicecollege.com. You can also learn about our one-on-one tutoring over the internet and our live classroom and private tutoring in person. Thank you very much and have a great week.